The Sodor Railway, Season 2, Episode 4, The New Engines. Duke, who was being polished by a workman, Falcon, Stuart, Smudger, Albert and Thx were all asked to go to the shed as a new engine was arriving. I wonder who the new engine will be. I hope they're useful, said Smudger. I hope they're blue. I think we've got enough. I don't think we have enough blue engines here. I think we need more blue. I can agree there, but I think we need more green, said Stuart. I think we need more yellow, said Thx. As long as they're useful, said Albert. Oh, stop you two. Well, 3, they're arriving. Soon they arrived. Hello there, said the engine that looks like Alfred. His number was 546, while the other one was numbered 999. We don't have a name, but we don't have names, but we are hard workers. You can nickname us. Our most common nickname is Jack and Bernard, said the engine. Okay, but which one's Jack and which one's Bernard? Said Albert. Well, my friends here, they nickname him Jack, while they nickname me Bernard. Oh, said Albert. Well, nice to meet you, said Jack. Nice to meet you too, said Duke. They had been brought to help out on the railway while Stanley was out. Plus, the railway was needing help. But if they had passed trials to stay on the railway, they would. We are far more advanced in technology. Look, you're just as good as us. You're just as good as us because you're not even that updated. We may be not as updated as you, but we are still harder workers. Prove it. I will, said Bernard, and he steamed off. The other engines weren't happy. They had been insulted by a new engine, and they did not like that. However, Jack did not take any notice. Huh, he said, and he slowly puffed away with Bernard. Well, one thing's for sure, said Duke. I'm not letting them pull my picnic train, said Duke in worry. There'll be worries when I get my buffers on them, said Albert. But you don't have buffers, said Smudger. Oh, you're right, but still. Oh, why do every single engine on that joins the railway have to be so mean, said Thx. I mean, I wasn't mean when I came to the railway. Of course you weren't, said Duke. Oh, said Stuart. They're menacing. Not really, said Stuart. Oh, if I had buffers, I would get my buffers on them, said Falcon. But you have buffers, said Stuart. Oh, I do, said Falcon. I do have buffers. I can get my buffers on them then. No, just don't, said Stuart. Okay, said Falcon. Said Smudger. Something tells me this will not be good. Jack went to work at the mines, and the engines were nothing more but angry. But the most angry one of them all was, of course, Sid. She was the one that was keeping Jack alive, as she was the magic engine after all. And she knew if she stops it on him, this could change history, so she didn't dare, even though she was very angry. "I'm the best engine on the railway," said Jack. "You're only saying that because you're a show-off," said Tim. "What? I can work just as good as you." "Then take some trucks across the mountain road," said Tim. Tim had never had a good history with the mountain road, so he thought it would be perfect to trick Jack, especially since he was a newcomer. "I will," said Jack. Well, Atlas and Alfred were sad, worried that Tim's plan wouldn't work. Sid, with being a magic engine, has a lot of abilities, one including to be able to see in the future, and she knows what would happen. And Tim knew it would have to work, because if it didn't, that meant he was smart. Jack was. And then Jack steamed off. He was enjoying himself pulling the train. It was peaceful and quiet, and he was enjoying the birds singing. He went through the mountain road tunnel, and this is where it got worse. He's trying to screech to a halt, but he was not able to do it in time, and he skidded off onto the other rails and derailed. "Help, help!" He soon slid off and plunged into the water. Bernard had to take Duke's picnic train as he pretended to be ill. But also he was feeling a bit sick as well, Duke was. He was enjoying the time. He also hearing the birds singing. "What a wonderful day," he said. He was coming up to one of his stops. Duke's stops. And he could not wait for it. "Just stop here and we should be fine," he said. And he did. But then some boys came out of the coaches. "Oh look, it's 546, and he's taking place of Duke," they said. This really angers Bernard. "Why you..." said Bernard, and he steamed off, and he didn't return. That night, when the two steam engines returned to the sheds, they were extremely angry. And even worse, Jack had been covered up in seaweed, which is why he has green on him, and the water had broken his systems, so Bernard had to shunt him to the sheds. The engines weren't happy. And then, even worse, came the controller. "You both, you should know better than to just mess about. It was boys who bullied me," said Bernard. "I do not want to hear anything about this anymore," said the manager. And Tim tricked me into going onto the mountain road, said Jack. That's enough, said the controller. You shall both be banished from the railway. You're no longer welcome here, said the controller. Yes, sir, said Bernard and Jack. And they steamed up, and Bernard coupled up and took Jack with him, and they went back to their old railway. Good riddance that they're gone, said Duke. Yes, I'm glad that they're gone. At least we do need a new engine, said Falcon. Yeah, said Stuart. Like, why not a tram? Or like, why not do we get like a coal mine engine? Because we have a coal mine and nobody's working there, said Proteus. Oh, I just want to have them gone and they are gone, so I'm happy, said Albert. So am I, Albert, so am I, said Duke.